Hi, I'm Jessa.
And I'm Alex.
And this is Jessa and Alex Watch.
Bridgerton, Season 3, Episode 2. How bright the moon, how bright it shines.
So what do we think that title means?
I think it means that maybe something naughty will happen under the moonlight.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll be seen because the moon is bright.
They'll be caught in a situation, and then someone will have to make them marry.
Ooh. Or maybe the moon shines on Penelope's lovely skin. Oh, I made that sound creepy.
Lovely
skin. Colin was going to see how beautiful she is in the moonlight, but it went. We'll forget that. It went in a creepy place. You know what I mean.
And yes. So we had a lot of good things to say about the first episode. Yeah. Colin Bridgerton got a makeover, and he's going to be giving Little Miss Penn with her makeover some dating lessons, which great trope.
Yeah.
Excellent choice.
Yeah.
And we met Francesca.
Yeah, you did it. New Francesca.
That's stranger to me. And I really liked her. She's darling and shy, which is sweet. And she plays the pianoforte. And so I'm really excited to get to know more about her. Still no word from Edwina.
Yeah. Edwina and her mother Mary have vanished.
I really think they can't do her dirty like that and then not tell us about her ending. I would like some closure and reparations for Miss Edwina.
Exactly.
And
Kate and Anthony are doing great.
Oh, they're
lovey-dovey.
They're doing so great. And then Eloise has made the bold choice to be besties with the Witch of the Ton.
Cressida Cowper.
First of all, named perfectly.
Yeah.
I actually really love the name Cressida.
No, it's a really pretty name. But yeah, it's a good...
You're setting her up to be a personality.
A Regina George.
Yeah.
Although, as we know, Penelope is the real Regina George.
Oh, yeah. She wrote her burn book last week and she published it.
She did. And then she regretted it. Oh, and that was such juicy drama. I hadn't even thought about that of the triangle of Eloise knowing that Penn is Lady Whistledown and watching Colin and Penelope have some kind of relationship and having opinions about whatever things that Penelope has said about Colin. And then Colin, bless his heart, was like, I vow revenge on Lady Whistledown for what she did to Marina.
Yeah, he did outline some of Penn's wrongs, which was good for me personally, because I truly hate on Colin for the one bad thing he did. And so for him to say 3 bad things that Penn did in a row, I was like, okay, maybe I've been a little hard on him.
We all have bad days.
Everyone has bad days. Okay? And so Colin and I we're no longer in a fight.
Yeah.
We're a solid yellow flagging right now, me and Calls.
Yeah.
If he brings up his frickin' travels one more time to me.
Yeah. Buddy, we're going to have a personality other than I went to Europe this summer.
This was his personality last year.
Yeah.
He went to Europe last year too.
He did. Yeah.
Boy, okay.
Okay, wait. I had a historical question. You guys can help me out on this. French Revolution, all of that has never been my thing. But isn't this the same time? He's we're all very into Paris. Have we entered Reign of Terror yet? Are they beheading aristocrats yet? Somebody tell me that, because I was reading...
You're asking me. I certainly don't know.
I was reading some Regency romances recently. I want to say Eloisa James. I really like her. And there were a lot of aristocrats who had fled the terror, but I'm so sorry, I don't know what time that happened.
When did it happen? I don't know.
When did they behead Kirsten Dunst? I don't know.
And they shouldn't have. And what I know is that they shouldn't have.
Exactly.
Not her in her beautiful dresses and our like cakes.
Correct. That is the message of the tale of Marie Antoinette.
As as directed by Sofia Coppola specifically.
Exactly.
In their press tour, they were teasing that this episode has some tease.
Uh-oh.
Like some, yeah, they were like, of course, Nicola being who she is and working us all, she was like, yeah, like I would not watch this with my parents, like blah blah blah. And she was like, episode 2, and he was like, oh yeah, not episode 2. And I was like,
Well, that's early.
What's gonna happen in episode 2?
Ooh. It is wild that they use the B and everything. Their father's murderer.
Bridgerton B. Okay.
Ooh, that's a little romantic, like Renaissance-y thing.
Yes. I love that they always, like, even if it's like a straight hair wig on her, they always give it like a curly texture at the root, which is hilarious because they're all clearly wigs.
Yeah.
But like, I do like the design.
Yeah, no.
I hear my choice last year, Miss Edwina, has made a splendid match abroad.
Don't throw her away.
Kate's just fine with that. Her sister's married abroad. She's not like...
It is she who should be afraid.
Miss Henderson, once thought to be on the shelf, triumphed over many a deb to marry Earl Fraser.
I love that phrase, on the shelf, from that time.
Yeah.
Gonna bring it back.
No one touch anything.
It's your house now.
Separate rooms.
Of course. That is how it is done.
You don't have to sleep in them.
No, but it's nice to have one.
Sometimes you're like, I need to stretch out.
Yeah.
Can you not see we're busy here?
I cannot.
Why can't they make this teasing sexual and produce an air?
Just come on, guys.
I suppose I can show you.
Not me. Them.
You sure? Them?
Those men?
Gentlemen, I believe you know Miss Featherington.
Well, good practice.
That's true. That's true.
Such splendid weather we are having.
Ma'am.
You seem discomposed.
No? No.
Nicola.
She desires to see more.
Does she?
I believe so.
Shall I take your fatigue as a good sign?
Okay, Mom. Lock them in their bedroom.
Albion and myself have frequented 3 different places
you're
of
not
business
coming
just
out.
this morning.
They'll figure something out.
I might like to change some things when I become the new Lady Featherington.
But I want to keep Varley.
Girls, are you working on that, though?
Y'all are going to the shops before you've secured the funds.
How often? Once. On our wedding night.
Honey, no.
Oh.
Do you think babies
so if you're
simply
not...
appear in your womb?
Oh, that's true. They might not have the knowledge.
But I want to be out with my husband showing him off, not in bed. And it flattens
What
my
are you...
hair. If you want to beat your sister, you must try
How
harder.
many hours are in the day, ma'am? It can't take that long if you haven't done it since the wedding night. Colin. Perhaps this was the episode 2 that she was referring to, not with her.
I see.
Same time tomorrow?
Perhaps.
Are they ladies? Because, I mean, I hope not. That's a risky little activity if they're like ladies.
I would not be angry if you found me to be a lost cause.
You do not need a lesson.
You agree I am unteachable.
Look at the stage of you. Not that extra peas and carroting his way across camera.
Not us both thinking it and being like, we'll be nice.
What is the one thing in the world that makes you feel most comfortable now? Most at ease?
Writing.
I'm sorry about whatever might be coming between you and Eloise. What exactly happened?
Funny story.
Thank you.
Important. Guys, just because you have separate bedrooms doesn't mean you have to sleep separately. How do you think the ton have babies?
But it's your house.
Right. It's all right. They're feeling overwhelmed. Like they don't belong, so they're trying to follow all the rules.
Such an unexpected new face amongst them. I believe it best to show the Ton that not everything has changed.
I understand your hesitation.
By wearing that dress?
It's really hideous.
Hesitating, Heisa?
I do not hesitate.
I'm sorry to say, but Colin is the best dressed person this season so far.
Do you think me a magician?
Well, if you are, please teach us some tricks.
No, thank you. I'm happy to wait.
Benedict getting stuck being the babysitter
At the kids' table. I really enjoy Benedict, and I hope they do find a way to make his story good.
Trust me, not one of them will be leaving that table in the immediate future.
Okay.
They're unchaperoned.
The way I would be just like her. Someone tells me to flirt, I'd be like,
I'm the perfect person to practice on. You don't have to be embarrassed. You know me.
Perfect person to practice on.
Somehow my character gets lost between my heart and my mouth and
Yeah.
your eyes. A most remarkable shade of blue. I might say something like that if you were a suitor.
yeah, I might look into your soul and say,
Eloise is here.
You can hide in the study.
Paris is some of the most beautiful women in the world. Lucky I am to be surrounded by them. The tree-lined streets of Le Marais.
Listen, you can't fall in love with a slut and then be
mad that he's a slut.
Yeah.
Read his smut, though.
Yeah.
She's gonna.
That'll give you some ideas.
Fingers trace freckles from cheek to collarbone, or as I watch the way starlight dances across skin.
Not him being a writer.
Pen. You did not mean to pick up my journal and read it.
No, I did, but I should not have.
Whatever you read was not meant for another's eye.
Why did he leave that open at the card table with his younger siblings?
It is nothing.
It's not nothing. Stay there.
Sexy binding wounds.
Check. If it was on your bingo card. Ooh. Colin's feelings.
It's very good.
And she knows. Good writing.
She sure does. No one noticed your carriage outside? Why don't you just pretend like you came to talk to Eloise?
That's gonna get even nastier.
I don't like it.
Perhaps simplicity is better?
Is it that thing?
How is she?
In fact, she seeks to take a husband this season.
A husband. Penelope. She's not seeking a husband in you, I hope.
No, I'm only helping her find one.
Yes, but you're an eligible suitor. Perhaps the most eligible right now, strangely.
It is so large.
Finally, they seem to be putting in some work.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Finial cuts had been low in our Finial first season out.
Okay, Mom.
And then there were two. Shall we greet the Queen?
Perhaps that could wait.
Oh my god, this dress is so pretty.
Ladies! And more ladies!
Benedict.
They've taken to hunting in packs.
What say you, brother? Time for you to
I was gonna
dance?
say, why are we all acting like Benedict's not eligible?
Perhaps if you savored her as much as you do food, she would be with child by now.
I think of Prudence as a bonbon. Delicate.
Mr. Dankworth, you are so pretty. Oh, I shall find them for you.
How's your hand?
Much better. Thanks to you.
I think he's milking it, honestly. We've all got a little glass cut before Colin.
Would very much like to read more one day, if you would let me.
Of my smut?
Should we make an agreement? I will consider it.
Lord Basilio is a Viscount.
And you are Penelope Featherington. Do not forget that.
Oh,
I cultivate reserve these days anyway.
Life is too short for that, is it not? Well,
He gave him a panic attack.
Whenever I have a disagreement with an acquaintance, I find the best course of action is simply to pretend they are dead.
great advice, Cressida.
Unless I pretend she's a ghost. She was at my house today.
Whatever for?
Girl.
Seems Colin is helping her look for a husband.
No!
But her feelings toward you are clearly altered. Perhaps you ought to alter yours as well?
Yes, you are right.
That is not your friend.
He's rather furry. Unfortunately, owls have feathers, not fur, so even if I had wanted to insult the poor fellow, I would have felt at that as well. Yes, well, in truth, I cannot blame my teachers for my lack of talent.
Is Eloise having a marvelous Miss Maisel arc?
Yes.
I like to watch them prance.
If you might excuse me.
Friends!
How are we expected to understand all these society rules when even someone born into this world cannot grasp them?
He can grasp them. He's just rich and privileged, and he doesn't have to.
You see?
I mostly enjoy the chord progressions.
I mean, your mother did give you a well-suited match there, girl.
Yeah.
I'm so fearful that without a push, Francesca will marry the first good enough match. A conundrum, to be sure.
Oh, poor girl. That little curtsy.
I may be with child already. I must eat for two.
I don't think that's true.
That is enough. Did you two? I do not enjoy it. A woman's pleasure is somewhat more subtle than a man's. You see, when he inserts himself.
Inserts himself? Inserts himself where?
Oh, Lord.
What on earth do you and Mr. Finch do?
We kiss, and then he makes an odd sound, and then he goes to change his breeches.
Oh, no.
Why must I be punished over and over?
No.
Ma'ams, the one has been married over a year. That's rough.
Well, it's like Daphne. Her mom was like, you know, you do when you get married, you know? And she was like, yeah, I got it.
Does anyone at least have any good gossip?
I cannot think of anything at the moment.
Good, Cressida. Check
Hold
off
that.
gossip.
I do not much care for idle gossip.
Truly.
Do you? I must admit I do quite enjoy Whistledown.
Pitiable, I think. It is kind of him, but perhaps overly so.
Cressida.
Mr. Bridgerton, we were wondering why an eligible gentleman such as yourself would help a
Dutch angle.
spinster find a husband. Especially
especially someone who is so beyond hope of success.
Have you known Coof?
Pen,
Girl, you write the nastiest column of your life.
did you tell anyone of my helping Penelope?
No, I
Why you were friends with Cressida in place of Penelope, I will never understand. What could Penelope
I
possibly
actually
have done to warrant
maybe
such
think someone
maltreatment?
overheard. I don't know if Cressida spilled the beans because Cressida wants a girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you're right. There it is, the moon. She's crying by the moonlight.
Classic. Look, I would like to believe in the best of Cressida.
We love a character on an arc.
I do.
That was
Oh, a diamond in the rough.
Brava. Sparkling, one might say.
One might say. If I were to say. I do think Pen is missing out on all of the gossip.
Very true.
With when she's lost her wallflower status.
Yeah.
I do not wish to sleep. We can do whatever we want, Alice. This is our life now.
I am somehow afraid I will do something wrong.
I'm gonna tell you something. If the gossip gets out that you're a husband and wife who sleep in the same bed, I don't really see that getting much traction. There's really not a lot there.
Right.
If
Like,
you're using the wrong spoons at breakfast, you know,
Yeah.
but
like Kate and Anthony are certainly not sleeping in separate beds.
exactly.
I am keeping all the jewelry.
There you go.
Oh,
Perfect little tear.
no.
By the light of the moon, which is why, perhaps, last night with their husbands.
Okay, they actually like each other.
There we go.
This recent scandal will certainly make any further hopes disappear.
There you are.
Is this what you wanted to happen?
I'm so sad for my Cressida girl.
It will inevitably end up in Whistledown. You must know that. But perhaps that was your
I
goal.
mean, it was already a problem before it got to Whistledown.
Or can you really just not help being cruel?
You were rather indiscreet when you told me about Penelope. Perhaps if you were more decided about your former friendship, you would not have felt the need to gossip. I do appreciate your concern about cruelty, but perhaps you should like to find a looking glass, rather than looking at me.
Yike.
I love her now.
What are you doing here?
I actually want that to be Eloise.
Me too.
I bribed her to give us a moment alone.
I knew it wouldn't be though.
You've read Whistledown.
She's beastly to write such things about you.
It's her job to report what everyone is talking about. It would have been suspicious if she had not. In truth, I brought this on myself.
What a
Did we think through that one there?
what a odd thing to say.
Colin, could I ask you something? Do you kiss me?
Penelope.
It would not have to mean anything, and I would never expect anything from you because of it, but I am nearly on the shelf and I have never been kissed.
You are not going to die
But
tomorrow.
I could, and it would kill me.
You would already be dead.
It really took me a second.
If you don't kiss that girl, I'll be mad at you.
Thank you.
Ruh-roh.
Feelings can strike when you're least aware.
Colin said, I must go home and write to my gem. That's it? What? Oh my god. Oh.
All right.
I'm in it. I'm invested.
Listen, again, we're on the record loving season 2, but they did really push it with keeping the slow burn.
Mhm.
So I'm glad we're in the second episode and we've already got a kiss. Like, yes, let's keep it rolling.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. There's plenty more drama. Sometimes when people do a thing where like you're waiting for people to have a romantic moment, it can then kill the tension, but there's still a lot going on. So we're not worrying about anything easing up. So.
Oh my goodness. And Colin's little face after their kiss. Colin said, "This is not what it was like with the girls this morning."
Yeah.
It was a little different, huh, Colin?
It was. I would like a scene with Penelope reading aloud from Colin's journal.
I would also like that scene.
I'm just saying, if there's nothing along those lines in this season, somebody really missed a trick, because as soon as she started reading his smut aloud, I was like, oh, we can do things with this.
Oh, that's there's certainly, she's a writer.
Right. Nothing is going to turn her on more.
And he just promised to give her more of it if she talked to men.
Right. Yes.
A bargain. A bargain I like. I enjoy. So far, they've put in the work to make me ship them. I love Cressida now.
I know.
She really put Miss Eloise in a place.
She did.
Although, to be fair, Eloise did only tell Cressida. Maybe Eloise should have like asked, "Hey, did you by any chance?"
Sure. Yes. I mean, there has been bad behavior on all sides.
Yes.
Cressida has done awful things. Eloise has done awful things. Penelope has done bad things. We're all learning and growing, becoming better people.
Yes. Also, her mom being like, "You won't get a husband your third year out." Like, okay.
That's not that old.
Also, like,
so she's supposed to be like 19?
Yeah, 20 maybe. Like, she's fine.
Yeah.
Also, she was making great conversations with that one man, so she has options. I don't know why he didn't come and visit her. He said he was going to, maybe because of Whistledown.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, she's doing fine. I mean, I don't think there would be a concept of your third year if there weren't people who didn't get married the first time out,
Right. Like, are you gonna get a duke? Probably not.
Right.
But you might get yourself a third brother lord.
Exactly. Well, exactly. I mean, Penelope is the third of a family that's, in questionable financial straits. So she's not, the biggest pick. But as we pointed out, Colin's not even the spare. So.
And also, like, girls like Cressida are also on their third year out without getting married. And like, are you expecting me to believe that everybody's like, "Oh, Cressida's not gonna get married"?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Right. Exactly.
A beautiful woman is gonna get married.
Yeah. And also, like, she hasn't even gone to the like, here is a widower with several children who's looking for someone to care for them. Like, she hasn't even hit that period of matchmaking yet. Like, I feel like she's slacking on the mama job.
Oh yeah, because her mom is like fully counting on her being the "I'll take care of you when you're old" daughter.
Yeah.
Rude.
Right.
Why don't you let your daughter that's not having sex with her husband take care of you when she's old?
There you go. Or just move in with them and bully them into having sex, whatever you need to. No, well, they had sex at the end of the episode.
Yes. Well, they figured out how to do it. That was so funny.
That was really funny.
That was really good writing.
Yeah.
I can't believe the ones that are actually into each other couldn't figure out how sex works.
The fact that they were doing some light making out and then he came in his pants over and over. When she was like, "Wait, we should try something," blew his mind. Nobody had a talk with him?
It's actually so pure. It's actually so pure.
Yeah.
He has never been to a brothel.
No,
He just
nothing. Never heard a smidgen of like boys talk.
well, didn't they bond over like cheese or something?
I don't remember.
They were like they had a weird an odd like they're both weirdos. So I think that's
right. They're the ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put it in where?
Her.
She was like, oh my. Well, Penelope knows where it goes.
She does.
Okay.
She certainly does. And let's just say, mamas of the ton, have the sex talk with your children.
Come on now.
Not a euphemism. Tell them the names for things and where they go. I know that you probably actually don't know the names for things yourself, or maybe not even the exact way that pregnancy happens, but you know what sex is. Tell them that.
You made them.
Correct.
You know, and if you're worried about their innocence, do it the night before the wedding.
Yes. Everybody needs a shock like insert where,
you know,
2
even
hours before
Lane
they get married.
Kim's mom gave her the talk before her wedding.
Exactly.
She said, and if you're lucky, like your father and I, you'll only have to do it once.
And she did.
Oh my God, you're right. Anyway.
Moving on from Gilmore Girls.
I don't have any more to say, except for that I want to watch more.
Yeah. Which we will do next week, because we're not binging these. And there's a lot going on in the world. All right. So if you're not subscribed to our channel, we would love if you would do that. You can hit the notification bell to find out when we upload new videos. Comment down below. Would you be more likely to forgive Eloise if you were in Penelope's situation, or would you be more likely to forgive Penelope if you were in Eloise's situation? Which one are you feeling more forgiving of? Post that in the comments.
Bye.